Man, 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 bro, bro, man, bro. Gosh dang it, bro. This song don't hit the same anymore, man. Yo, this song, hello, by the way, this song does not hit the same anymore, bro. It does not hit the same anymore. It was like, what? It was like 2 in the morning when this released for me. I wake up and I basically see this. I go on Instagram and I post it. I didn't believe it. I stopped reading in the middle of it. I'm like, dude, there's no shot. There's no shot. There was no shot that the dude left. And I know it was for solo. Man, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. Man, everyone knows, every ENHYPEN fan knows that EP, not album, mini album, but that EP, it don't hit the same anymore. It's going to halt. I was listening to it a little bit last night. I couldn't. Wait, earlier this morning, I should say, not last night, earlier this morning. Switch to camera, bro. Please, you see it right there. You see it right there. Now, you know what? We will stay on that page. We will stay on this. But you see it right there. Right there, you see it. Heeseung is leaving ENHYPEN. B-Lift announcement. Dude, alright. So, there's a lot of people who are very skeptical and weirded out about this, right? So I'm gonna explain, right? So we already know how strict the companies are, and I don't know why I keep getting these pop-ups right here on the side. I don't know why. Can that thing go away? So we already know how strict the companies can be, right? B-Lift is under with ENHYPEN. I believe they're also under with Islet. So both of those two K-pop groups, I keep them to a T. You know, I keep them in lock. So this obviously affects me just as a whole. And seeing Heeseung leaving is literally like me getting flashbacks of Zayn, One Direction, all over again. Literally, all over again. As soon as you hear that, you just. I found out that I'm not the only one who felt that when I looked in the comments. When I looked in the comments, all kinds of comments. It's a lot of people who felt the same way. Someone did say earlier, this is like Beyonce leaving. Yeah. But the best example is honestly Zayn. Especially that it was same month too. Dude, Heeseung. I'm gonna explain this. Here we go. So, he left to do a solo career, right? And he wants to be a solo career. Now, everyone's saying, why would you do this to us? Here's the thing that I believe that they are not telling us yet. Maybe we'll get more information. But I generally believe this. Let's be honestly real here. Just 2 days ago, he was like on stage and all this stuff. Literally. Wearing a sailor's hat and everything. But anyway. I believe that he wanted to stay with the group. Right? Like, I believe that he did. Okay? Like, he wanted to stay. But then they were like, no, you can't do singles or solo debut or anything solo if you're gonna stick with the group. I believe that's what happened. Now hear me out. Hear me out before you guys speak. Listen, y'all. Before you start typing, I mean, listen. The thing about that is that these companies are mad strict. I'll be honest. They are strict way down there in Korea. I know most of us maybe most likely don't live there. Who for the people who do, you may know it is a strict policy over there when it comes to these companies. There is levels to it, and everyone's thinking like Heeseung is like the main problem here with his situation and his idea of being solo. But dude, I'm pretty sure. I'm telling you, hear me out. I am pretty sure that man wanted to stay, but they said no, you can't do it, and the companies are very strict. They just lay down the table. They're like, nope, you're making songs with just the group. I'm pretty sure he's trying. He was trying his best to figure that out, and that's just what happened. All he wanted to do was do a solo career. It just like for Blackpink basically. They're with YG. They're doing solo careers. I personally think they're doing better with the solo career than what they're doing as a group personally right now. But that's okay. It's whatever. It's my opinion. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, they're doing solo careers, right? So I'm pretty. He was like, "Yo, can I do it?" I remember they said someone in the comments said that TXT, a member from them, also did it, and he's still in the group. That's a different story. That's hype. So, and I guess they allow it. Like I said, there was really levels to these groups, and I know B Lift is partly with hype as well, but you get the picture here. It's it's very strict. Things happen. They are higher than them. It doesn't matter what his young ideas is, his plans are, and he said, my I really want to do this, and he just decided to move on. I know dang well right now as I'm speaking, he's hurt inside, and of course with his buddies of the group ENHYPEN, of course. Like, come on, let's be honest here. For the people who generally believe that, like, yo, wow, why you do this to us, dude? Come on, man. You know dang well that's just like you losing your best friend that you have, and you're like, nah, bro. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to go in different ways, bro, for no reason, dude. No, come on, man. You know dang well that he's not going to like leave them out of dust like that. He didn't want to. Come on, but they know more than us. But one thing I can guarantee you, that man wanted to stay. Wow, he's doing that just like Blackpink, just like the guy, one of the members from TXT. I can't think of the name to be honest, but one of the members from TXT, just like that. He wanted to stay. They said no. They said no. And I am just like you guys. I keep these groups personal. This is Stacy. I just got an I1. I collect this stuff, so I get it for the fans the Heeseung fans, where they have like collections. If I'm gonna just say this, bro, for those fans right there that I'm speaking about right now, y'all, I'm so sorry. Like, really, I'm a big ENHYPEN fan, but I don't know too well with the members like that. Like, mostly y'all, right? The ones I'm talking to, and I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how you guys must have his PCs and collection books or whatever it is all over the wall or in the booklet. You get what I'm saying, and you're looking down at it and like, I talked to this one person. They're crying about it, and everyone's feeling emotional, and I'm feeling emotional about it too. Now I won't lie, I didn't sit here and cry about it because part of me knows what the heck happened with it. Everyone's so. we all should be shocked, but everyone's like, some people are really looking at Heeseung, is what I'm saying, and that's just not the case. It's just not the case. All he wanted to do was be solo. They wanted to do it. He wanted to stick with them. It's not the case. I don't know how people. I don't know for the people who literally have the PCs of him how they're gonna feel. I'm pretty sure they have him in suit outfits, all that stuff. How do you feel? What I'm wondering in the comments is, how do you guys feel? Will you guys stick with Heeseung? I'm pretty sure you will, but will you guys stick with Heeseung with his solo career? I know I will go and check him out. I'll do reactions like I always do, and check them out. I know I will, okay? But I'm wondering about you fans, if Heeseung fans or ENHYPEN fans, of course, as a whole, if you guys gonna check them out. But yeah, this is quite sad news. I ain't gonna lie. Like, this honestly, oh man, like, and I believe he's the leader. Now, hear me out. I could be wrong. I feel like he is the leader of the group, basically, from what I got told. Now, I like I told you, I am a huge ENHYPEN fan, but I don't follow through there's too much. So bear with me. Don't flag me for it. There was too much when it comes to K-pop to cover. So, but I believe that he is the leader, and that's a shame. With them with six, I don't know how it's going to feel. It's going to be weird. It's gonna be very weird. I have some friends who's just not talking about it that much about it, and I find that really odd. It's definitely different than like Is Not Lost to One member, at least let's say our friend did. It's very different from that, bro. It's very different from that. I mean, you see the views there. So yeah, man. Yeah, this is seriously. You guys, let me know in the comments down below of what you guys think about this. Of course, you're sad. I'm talking about the ones who is like. I just want to know everyone's opinions on it. That's basically what I'm saying. I want to know everyone's opinion. I want to know everyone's thought about it. I know that there's a lot of people who's saying way more things than I can say. I just wanted to come in here and explain. Most likely, like I said, I'm going to say it the third time. Most likely, he wanted to do a solo career. B-Lift said no. And he decided to part ways. Not to be rude to them. Not to be rude to ENHYPEN. Not to be rude with B-Lift, because he's the same company, of course. He's with them. Not to be rude to the fans. He just wanted to have a career, be solo, be with the group. They denied it. That's the best information that we got. You're going to hear us YouTubers out about that, but that's my point on it, okay? Yeah, you guys let me know what you think. So, Heeseung, I wish you the best for your solo career, like, dead serious. I will obviously be here to check it out. So, yeah, y'all let me know what you think.